What is up, guys? It's Abby here, BitBay, and I've come back for another cryptocurrency update video. We are looking at Trias today, a bit of a change. Also, I'd just be doing VeChain every day if I could, but I need to mix it up, and I understand that. So if you have any coins, comment them below. I'll check them out, see if they're worth covering. But let's jump into Trias. So I'm just going to straight up go ahead with a fib. So I'm going to go from this swing low here to this swing high. I'll just zoom in a little bit and then I'll go back out and show you something afterwards. So we'll just start off from here, one fib level. We all know, as I've said many times, when you lose the one fib, we go to the 1618 and we've hit that target now. And once you do that, you're going to get a reaction. And that reaction is usually to bounce away, which we also have done, and now we're kind of ranging between the 1.272 and the 1414. Now, obviously, we've had this pull up here and it looks good, it looks nice, it looks okay, finding support and boom. However, until we are above this 20 moving average coming to the 55, I'm not going to be convinced that we are going up. And even if we do get above the 20, I'll be more convinced. However, if we can always get stopped out at the 55 moving average. So if we come to the 20, yes, we might have another further push to the 55, and then we're going to really have to be careful and look out for what kind of reaction we're getting. But obviously, the moving averages still need to come down, and this maybe we're going to go sideways while that does happen, and then we'll wait and see, are we going to get above the 20 moving average, which would be fantastic on the daily time frame as well, or are we going to hit it as resistance and come back down to this wick here and fill this wick in, because we have not done that yet. So that's the possibilities there. So I'm going to go on the 4 hour, go a bit more in depth. So just remember the 1618 is here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually going to get rid of the fib and I'm going to do it again. So I'm just going to be zooming in and out. So let me just go, it was this fib, swing low to swing high. You can see it a bit clearer now. Drag it this way across your screen to the right so it's not in the way. And yeah, so as we see, let me zoom out. We want to get nice and close now into this pattern, into this area of the chart, sorry. So on the 4 hour, yeah, we're ranging in between the 20 and the 55, and that's what I said. When we get above the 20, we're going to hit the 55 no matter what, pretty much. I mean, I can just see here, for example, 20 hit the 55 down, and I think that's what's going to happen here as well. I mean, we hit above the 20, hit the 55 and dropped. So I'm expecting us to hit the 55 and drop again. Maybe that will just be back down to the 1618, or are we going to fill this wick in here that was on the daily time frame and head down to the 2 at $1.33. Okay, so obviously, if we get above the 55, we're looking really good. Probably head back to the 1 at $3 again. Reject the 55, we're looking at, as I said, $1.83 or $1.33 down there. But what I do see on this chart, which is a positive thing, it's a chart pattern, and I'm seeing an ascending triangle pattern here. If I make it a bit clearer for you guys, I mean, you can't deny that that is what it looks like at the moment. It could be an ascending triangle pattern, but then another thing that I see is that it could also be a rising wedge, which actually does mean it will come down. So it's kind of like in between two patterns here. I don't think we're going to break out of this ascending triangle and hit our target. If we were to do that, we would actually have a target of, oh god, here we go, back to this key red resistance line at $3.92. So if we do break that, fantastic, do you know what I mean? But I do think we're going to have a rejection at the 55, and that, I'm just going to delete this now so we can see and that would mean that, yep, okay, we're going to come back down, just go from there, once you hit the top. So we may continue going up slightly. Even if we do get above the 55, that's going to make people happy, going to make people think, okay, we're done, we found the bottom and we're going up. So don't get tricked out by that. You have to wait for the reaction. Okay, we could come up here above the 1.272. That's when we're going to fall back to the 2 or the 1618. But we would have a target down to here at $1.33 if we did hit the top and it was a rising wedge. So we need to look out for that and figure out what pattern it is going to play out and how it's going to react when we hit our breakout line, which was here, or if we're going to hit the top of our rising wedge and then meet our target to the downside. But if we did come down, I wouldn't think it would be the worst thing, even if we come down here, because when you have a bottom, you need to have a lot of support and some sort of bottoming out structure, whether that's a double bottom, you know, things like that. ascending triangle, which is pretty much W pattern anyway, but you know what I'm trying to say. So, and also if we did come down, that would give opportunity for a falling wedge to happen, bringing us back up above these highs here. So yeah, we need to see how it's going to play out for now, guys. Obviously, we do have a lot of support here, but I just think we're coming back up and we are going to get rejected from the 55. But obviously, I hope I'm always wrong when I'm talking about going to the downside. But if anything, just gives people more time to buy. I've been buying here and there, buying back in just a little bit at a time, because you never know when the bottom is and when it's going to decide to just fly up or fly down. So you have to always be careful. Don't go all in at once. That's my opinion, not financial advice, of course. But yeah, that's it for Trias, guys. And actually, I didn't zoom out like I said I wanted to, so I just want to show you. Oh my, where's the rest of the chart? There it is. We can actually afford to lowest point to come down to 92 cent. That's probably the lowest point. If we're losing 92 cent, it's not okay. It's not good. Really, really not good. But if we do come down to that, I won't be panicking until we lose it. Obviously, where we are now would be a nice place to find a bottom, because we've got previous resistance turn into previous support. So that's, I can actually add just a line across there just to show you that. We can see here where resistance turned to support, and then look at this huge push up here all the way to the